What's going on, guys? It's your boy Burrow77 here with my main man, Brad Thomas. Up next, we have PSG versus Brest. I don't know. It's going to be mighty tough to bet this one. I kind of like PSG on the -2. I doubt that -130 is the best number I can find. Again, my odds shopping tool is being kind of weird with me. They're only giving me DraftKings lines right now, which they're not the best. Take a look at the splits. They want 40 cents on the dollar. That's a trash ass number. So shop around, find a good one. PSG far better at home, and they haven't lost to Brest in the head-to-head in the data I could find. They went back to 1989. They have not lost a head-to-head with Brest. They've beaten Brest in all three head-to-heads this year. They had a draw a couple of years ago, but again, I went back to basically when the internet was invented, and before the French league, before PSG was PSG, before they got the oil money introduction, before they started rebuilding this club. They didn't have a major club in Paris that was dominating the French league, and PSG still has not lost this head-to-head with Brest going back to 1989, and that's where my data ran out. So I like PSG at home in the Parc des Princes. I think they come out. They don't need to step on the throat. I think we see Kvaratskhelia this game for sure. I think you want to get him Champions League minutes. I think you want to get him Champions League reps. I know Barcola picked up a yellow card last game too, so I'm not 100% sure on his availability. But again, they have Kvaratskhelia, they have Doye or Danye, however you say it. So, and Kolo Muani's just on fire.
God,
like this.
Dude, Dembele.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Different.
I know what you meant.
yeah. And Dembele is a guy that I've talked mad shit on and has just completely beaten me senseless on this one. And all credit to him. He was a Barca guy who I obviously was biased against and did not super love. But he's looked good. And this PSG team, my whole thing is they don't have the Champions League pedigree. They always seem to fumble the bag. It doesn't matter who their manager is. It doesn't matter how much talent they went out and bought. You know, the Neymar, Messi, Mbappe experiment didn't work for them. This team is playing really, really good football, and they have a lot of guys that I like. And Barcola, I think Kenyon Lee's a good depth piece. Going out and getting Kvaratskhelia and finally selling Xavi Simons to RB Leipzig, I thought was maybe one of the best business moves they have made since the Qatar oil fund took over this club. It was the first financially smart decision they've made that is looking at the long term and not just we need to win a Champions League this year. I think PSG has finally turned a corner and might be fixing the locker room culture here, might be fixing the club culture, and might finally be poised to make they've made the announcement of, hey, we're here to compete in Champions League, but they really haven't, because they haven't been able to advance past where their expectations are. I think they might finally have the team to do it here.
I really like this PSG team. I think they can win Champions League, actually. And I haven't said that in a while and meant it, even with Mbappe. This is a hard match to bet. And I'm going to say this softly. There will be some rotation. It's not going to be some backstreet guys, right? Kvaratskhelia is going to play, probably. Kenyon Lee's probably going to play. Good guys are coming in.
Zaire Emery in the midfield.
I think he's hurt. I think Zaire Emery's hurt.
Oh, is he hurt? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's hurt. And listen, I don't know that for sure. I just think off the top of my head. For me, it was just hard to get down with bets in this game.
It's a lot of tough numbers because rightfully so. PSG are a wagon at home, and they're up 3-0 on aggregate.
Yeah. So and they're playing a Ligue 1 side, so they're not I don't think PSG are going to be F this game. They're going to want to beat them.
Yeah. This is their fourth head-to-head this season. They've already played them twice in the league. They played them once on the reverse fixture. You're still getting Dembele at -125. Again, like I said last week with Kane, and -110 was playable for me. If you want to lay the juice at -125, I'm not going to shit talk you because the guy's just that hot right now. I'm probably going to parlay it with something, but I'll take Dembele for a goal. I might take Dembele for a brace because he's scored a hat trick, a brace, and a brace against this team in 3 head-to-heads this season. If I see Giancarlo Ramos out there, he's another kid I really like. Kvaratskhelia is a guy I like. Kenyon Lee's a guy I like. Doye has been playing really well for them. And this entire midfield's full of shooters. Let me pull up, the starting 11 from last game. Again, I'm not 100. I think if they do rotate, I think Barcolo's a prime target because I know this isn't his first card in Champions League, and you do have to be careful with guys on cards. I really like this midfield. I took all 3 guys in this midfield and Hakimi for a shot on target, all at plus numbers. They were away at Brest. You're not going to get plus numbers on all these guys, but Vitinha definitely is always good for a shot on target. Neves, good for a shot on target. Ruiz, good for a shot on target. Hakimi takes a bunch of set pieces, good for a shot on target. Clearly had the assist last game. Vitinha took the PK. There's shooters all over this pitch here.
Yeah. I surprisingly like Marquinhos shot on target. I think I don't know, and this could be like really bad thinking on my part. I just really believe that PSG don't even want to give Brest a little bit of life.
Yep.
Like Brest are still dangerous. They're still a legal side. They're still in your league, your domestic league. So I think they're gonna still play their game, and Marquinhos gonna get his head on it. It's like plus 170 for him to have a shot on target. My favorite thing about defenders that are point men on the corners is when your team's racking up a bunch, you're gonna get a couple of these horrible headers that the goalie catches, and you're like, well, that counts.
Yep. And the other nice thing about Marquinhos, he's Brazilian as fuck. He'll let it go from anywhere. He'll let it go from midfield. Every Brazilian will. Like, it's just, and if you don't believe me, go watch Brazilian Serie A. There's 33 shots a game from both teams. So yeah, I love that. I like Marquinhos for a shot on target. Like I said, Ruiz, Vitinha, Neves, Hakimi. If Zaire Emery plays, and we'll see what this rotation looks like. Do we think Brest can get one here, especially with the rotation? Because I think they've scored in both fixtures in League One, and they've been high-scoring fixtures.
I think they can get one.
I do too.
Well, in that first match, I can't remember they had like a pretty good XG in that game. They just couldn't find the back of the net in the first leg. So
nice. All right, guys, we will be back. Not a ton to say on that one with PSV versus Juventus, where I know Brad will have a lot to say. Until then, we will see you shortly. Be sure to check out the links down below. My Discord, Dub Club with Flash, Brad's Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe right here on YouTube. It really goes a long way to helping me out and continuing to bring you guys free content each and every week, especially for Champions League. So thank you, Brad, for being here. We will be back shortly to talk about your favorite team, Juventus. We outside!